What's up, mother flowers? My name is Modstab. Welcome to a game called Frostpunk. A game where it's permanent winter. All right, we gotta make people warm. We gotta give them food, and we gotta make them happy. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
We roam the still, cold world.
We got some nice little voice acting here. Nice little cutscene and cinematic. That's super fun.
The rulers of old.
Look at the steam engine. It will help us survive.
It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all.
I don't think our...
Without a warning.
I don't know what's going on down here, but it ain't changing. It's okay, though.
When tides had changed, they changed for all of us. No matter wealth or class.
Get roasted, nerds.
Lost our world to snow.
This is like a normal winter for me, though. I just don't think you guys were. Were you guys in Texas? Florida? Rick. Dude, that is a lot of snow, though, and pretty much piled up the entire city. I wonder what temperatures we're talking with. You know what I mean?
We bid farewell to plenty. And for those who remained, came the time to adapt.
Yeah, brother. We the big, we the few, the strong, the proud.
To leave our homes and head north.
Nice little frozen river here,
We
or lake, or ocean.
weeks, maybe months.
Maybe
leaving
months.
behind
Everything
all the
we
things
loved.
once believed had made us. It was hope
Dude, this is so cinematic.
that pushed us forward.
Freaking love it.
Slowly,
Step by
step by step.
Oh, I mean, what he said.
We knew the cost.
We
of our
touched
journey.
the boulder. The boulder made us human.
We paid the price 100 times.
Oh, he gone.
Finally,
A lot of them are gone.
the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Look at us go. We got fire. All right. Well, so to my understanding, this is basically your classic survival city-ish builder game. And so, I don't think it is what it is. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to have all the funs. It's going to be a good time. But now we're going to read. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Man, this guy's asking way too many questions, all right? You just got to start that bad boy up and get a move on. Whatever we do, we have to expect the worst. The world as we know it has crumbled. It has crumbled. All right, how does this game work? How do we do the things? You know what, to be fair, I think in the settings menu, I probably disabled tutorials. So we're going to pause it for a hot minute. So is this appears to be all, we got -20. Come on now, that ain't that bad. I'm not even exaggerating, we've been in -20s before. I wouldn't strive to be out there permanently. That's not horrible, there's worse. Oh. Okay, the temperature will drop significantly by 2 levels. So is there heat levels? Oh, we ain't got no heat. Okay, boys, we in trouble. But we're paused, so our people aren't gonna be hurt. We got a building menu, which people, health, medical post, food, hunter's tent, cookhouse, resources. Extend our storage capacity for a chosen resource. Coal, wood, steel, raw food. I can't imagine we're gonna get to a spot where that's gonna be a big deal. People working together, resources from nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and build one of those, right? Because we need to gather resources. We got a workshop, lab equipped with everything an engineer needs to develop designs of various buildings, technologies, improvements. All right, so that's how we're gonna have to upgrade ourselves. But what we need to do We need to get a gatherer's hut. Oh, wait, what? Oh! No, it has an area that we have to be within. Got it. So there's really no point of building that yet, because it does have an area of coverage. So what do we want to start with? Houses. How many people do you say? How many people? 10 wood for 10 people. And we got how many people? Where's our population? I don't know. I'll build 1. I'll build 2. I am a great, glorious... Okay. 80 homeless. So what do we got? So it looks like it's a classic game where you get to assign people to things. Now in order to get this guy, coal consumption. Okay. 1 temperature in all zones, 6 coal to turn the steam level on. So that is probably what we're going to be working with. Hey, look at that. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. You is coal. Let's get some workers. Okay, so you is coal too? Cool. We want all the coal, brothers. All the coal. And how does our workforce normally... What do we got? 15 people prohibited. 15 is that engineers? And then 15 workers? And our engineers look like they're the ones that do the building. Let's go ahead and just grab some wood while we're thinking about it. I'd imagine we're going to end up using a lot of that. So right now, it looks like in the bottom left, we have a gold tracker. We want to turn the generator on, and to do so, we need coal. And they want us to stockpile coal. So we want to get up to 50. No, we want to get up to 200. We should be able to, well, at least be able to turn it on right away. Get our people nice and warm, make them nice and happy and healthy. We got a couple houses, but there's things that we got to do before. Oh, look at that. Look. They make like little paths, little tracks out to their little builders area. That is so fun. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. Look at them go. Just digging through the snow. Beautiful. That's super fun. The attention to detail for that kind of stuff is so fun. And look at all these guys down here by the houses. Should our first mission to be... Maybe we just try to, like, house half the population, maybe? I feel like half the population is probably a good goal. Because we got to get wood in order to do all that stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, team. That's a really, really good idea. I like it. I like it a lot. And I guess we gotta wait for temperature. Camera controls, we already figured that out. Resource, workflows, we kind of figured that out. Engineers and others to employ. Temperature. So you have red is comfortable, yellow is livable, chilly, cold, very cold, and freezing. And that was... Okay, so we got red is comfortable, yellow is livable, blue basically means we're probably gonna die, so we need to expand this range as soon as possible. Alright, good to know. But it looks like our huts create a lot of warmth for these guys, so we'll get at least half of them nice and happy. Big happy pappy. And I feel like one of our first missions should be to get this up. So it requires 15 wood and steel. Is this steel here? So we do have steel for it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and get this workshop down so we can at least see what we can upgrade, question mark. I know that we need upgrades in order to progress in the game because why else would they have an engineering hut, right? Woo! We did it. We done dilly did. We got our first mission complete, y'all. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. All right. Secure a raw food supply. Build a hunter's hut or a hothouse. We have a hunter's hut or a cookhouse. So we don't have any of what they're asking for. We'll just go ahead and get some more people on wood. So I guess we'll kind of zippity-doo-dah until we get to a place where we have a hunter's hut or a hothouse, however we do that. I'm guessing building. And then we build a cookhouse and make everybody happy. Oh, wait. Before we go, though. Let's add new research. Holy moly. Holy moly, we got lots of research. So we have a heating research, exploration and industry, resource, food, health, and shelter. What does this do? Thanks to better snowshoes and enhanced camouflage, hunters up to 20 raw food per hut. All right. Let's see. Steelwork allows to build steel work. Extract iron from deep depths. Sawmill. Okay. Atomic pressure allows us to build coal thumpers. Up to 560 coal per standard workday. Enough for two gathering posts. So do we have to have a gathering post around this? What do we got here? Turns frozen trees into usable material, producing up to 80 wood per standard workday. We got a lot of things to look into. When powered by the generator, these contraptions create little hubs, heaters, allows heaters to build workplace temperatures by 1 level. I feel like before we start doing the research, we should progress a little bit towards our little missions down here. I have a feeling since this is the first mission of the game, it'll probably have us progress in a logical direction. So we're going to keep following it. I'm going to keep doing my thing, and we're going to zippity-doo when we finish everything. Workforce. Let's look at this workforce. Holy what? Holy what? Okay, so we got work times, controlling time, fast forward, okay, easy. Construction mode, yes. Valid placement, invalid placement, so we need it to say green. I kind of assumed that when I was in there. So it looks like we need roads. Research. Use the workshops to develop new buildings. We kind of figured that out by ourselves. Look at us go, we're professionals. Some buildings such as the metal post or workshop require intense mental labor from the people. Will be staffed by engineers or workers, only providing manual labor. Children can't be employed. So is there a spot where we can employ children? I don't know. But we got generator levels, and I'm presuming it just makes it warmer, right? Because it's heat levels. Oh, we'll figure that out. I'm getting too far ahead of myself, team. We're just going to do our thing until we progress to a spot that's worth talking about. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Oh my lord, every time I go to stop, something shows up. So much new things. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They are falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We better do something about it. You'll have 2 days to provide shelter for 20 people. You'll have 2 days to provide shelter for 40 people. Well, it took us a day to build 40 and we weren't even trying to, so why don't we go ahead and do that? 1, 2. Oh, we're short on wood. How much wood does it take? Oh, we only need 13 more wood and then we're done with that quest. All right, easy peasy. Okay, well, I'm gonna actually jump cut until we get somewhere important. We got another thing that popped up, y'all. The wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look at the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. I have a feeling that that is going to be horrible advice, because in a game where our life is literally on the line, we probably should just fix it the best way. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But here we go to jump cut again, because apparently this game just wants to throw everything at us all at once. But I'll see you guys, hopefully, when we actually have some real progress, too. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everybody feels relieved with the roof. Even a flapping one over their head. Hope rises. Look at us go. Look at us go. We made progress. And it is the end of the second night. Excuse me. We do have 41 wood. We did have to build a medical tent because we had one guy that was sick. And we didn't want him to get gravely ill, because I'm presuming that means they can't work. And then we can't exploit them for their labor. Wait, what are you? Day-night cycle. What's new? Illness, healthcare. I don't think anything's new, team. Alright, so we need to get back to the mission on hand. Secure raw food supply. And build a cookhouse. Food. The food. Oh, we have to have... Ooh, okay. What if we did something like this? And then... That's it. What is that, a cookhouse? Cookhouse, and then we did a hunter's hut right next to it, because then we would have roads, right? Yeah, brother. And we're gonna probably have to assign, I don't know, engineers to it. I'll guess. I don't know. But I am a little nervous because they're out here in the cold, and this guy ain't reaching it. So I'm wondering, what? How? What? No patience. Okay. So he'll pop in there soon. Okay, so one thing I want to figure out, and we're going to take some time to do, is research to see if there's a way to expand this globy-dobe, and we will be back to Gino when we do so. So I did a little bit of digging actually in the technology tree, just kind of browsing around, seeing what we have available down here and all that kind of stuff. We need to get level 1 before we can get the hothouse, which I'm assuming will make it easier for us to gather food. We have a medical post upgrade as well. But if we come over to heating, down here, we can actually get a range upgrades. But in order to do so, we need 50, we need 50 wood. So, I think we got a little bit of time before we can do what we need to do, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get through the night and make sure our people survive. People from our convoy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind, build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. And we have the workshop here. So we actually step ahead of the game with the workshop, but we're gonna go ahead and take some of the labor force off of this and apply them to the cookhouse for now, because we do have raw food. And this will help feed us. Yeah. And we are going to want to get this pretty soon. So let's go ahead and take 5 from here and put 5 in there. And hopefully that'll provide the food and stuff that we need. How are we looking in here? Patience. We don't have patience, so this guy just is sleeping, and he won't go to the medical tent because he's a lazy sack of crap, and he prefers to die. But it is what it is. Hunters leave the city to hunt in Frostland for food. They work from 6 to 6 initially. They bring up to 15 units of raw food from each hunt. Research upgrades significantly increase hunt yield. 15 raw food per day. Oofta. How fast do we go through this? I don't know. But we're gonna have to figure it out. And as always, we'll be back. Oh boy, y'all. Here we go with these stinking people. Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants us to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. Well, of course we'll do what we can. Like, we need more people. And I don't think you people are going to be making more people while we're all working in cold. You know what I'm saying? So we just went down a temperature. Now, I'm going to pause for a second because I don't know how we're supposed to handle this. I think this game's going to get real tight, real fast. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. But it looks like we only have to make it like 2 more days before we warm up a notch. So hopefully we will be fine. Frostbite. I was scared we were going to run into this a little bit. Gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. I'm sorry. Consider signing. Okay, I see. So we're not going to sign any laws in, although I am vaguely interested to see what that is. We found another thing. What is this? Okay, treat the gravely ill. One of our people is gravely ill. If you sign the radical treatment law, the gravely ill will be treated in a medical post, but may undergo risky amputations as a result. Alternatively, you might sign the sustained life law to keep them alive until we build an infirmary. I feel like this is a big one. So what do we got here? Radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive surgery to amputation. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 days. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. 30% of the gravely ill treated in medical posts will be left as amputees. Discontent will rise slightly. And then we have the sustained life bill. The gravely ill will be kept alive, but untreated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. The gravely ill will not be treated or remain a burden. The gravely ill will take up beds. I feel like... Oh gosh, this is a hard one, team. Like, if we... This is hard. I hate these kinds of decisions. Because you can rationalize away any position, right? So you can say, all right, look, we need to just make sure they stay alive because that's going to keep morale as high as it possibly can be because people don't want to see their friends and family die. But if we leave them untreated, they're just going to stay in bed the whole time and become a burden, and we don't have the food. But there's a chance. It says 30% chance. So what? I mean, there's a chance that nobody is even harmed on the radical treatment and can still work and survive. Whereas with the sustained life, there's no guarantee that anytime soon we're going to get an infirmary. I feel like we just have to go radical treatment, guys. We need to get past this first stage. I know discontent's going to rise and it's going to suck, but people need to live. We need to keep people working. That's just all there is to it. Beacon research allows us to build a beacon. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like there's nothing else we can do. It looks like we have another important mission while we're continue to wait to gather all the things we need. Oh no. To save this patient's life, we had to perform an amputation. As a result, this person won't be able to work. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law. Well, we don't have an option. Like, he's just gonna have to hang out as is. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Maybe he can cook. I don't know. I really don't know the answer. But we are currently researching some things to help us maybe sustain a little bit better while we're waiting for that to hit, what was it, 50? Or is that even what it needs to be? No, it was only 35. Let's go ahead and just throw that guy. Let's throw it right next to this building. Why not? It is what it is. The beacon has been built, brothers. It has been built. That's cool. I like when games have cinematics like this for what I'm assuming is a pretty big milestone in the game. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. Okay, so what does this mean we're going to do? Are we going to passively get people? Because that... Oh my Lanta, it's going to be one of those? Send scouts to learn more about this place. Are you kidding me? The beacon. Let's look at it. The beacon. The beacon gives you access to the world outside the city. You can explore it with scouts. The beacon allows you to explore, deploying scouts. Scouts are self-sufficient and can venture great distances from the city. They might find precious resources, survivors, and perhaps shed light on the world and its fate. Okay, so we got the beacon built. How do we click on this? Oh, we need workers. That's easy enough. So there's been another one of our radical treatment. I don't want to say blunders, but mishaps or pop-ups or issues, whatever it is. One of our people is facing death, but he's still refusing amputation. He keeps screaming that he doesn't want anyone to touch his leg, and he won't change his mind, even though gangrene will kill him in a matter of hours. I feel like, you know, we want this person to live, but we can't force them to have that desire, that drive. And he's going to be an amputee and he'll live, but we have to, I guess we just have to let him be, right? I mean, that's, you can't force somebody to get better. You gotta let them make their decisions. We gave them advice. We gave him counsel and said, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. You're going to die. And he said, cool, no matter. Like, I'm just going to keep doing me. We got to let him keep doing that. Painful death. The patient who refused amputation has just died of gangrene. We did our best to ease his pain, but has suffered terribly in the end. Okay, so what is it? Discontent will rise slightly. It was his choice. Or hope will fall slightly. Well, what's the difference between discontent and hope? Right? I feel like it was his choice, so we got to let discontent happen. But we want people to know we're out there for him. Like, it was his choice. You have the freedom to do what you're going to do. I'm going to pause real quick so I can see what these actually do now that I'm looking at them. Citizen needs. They need health care and one unpopular decision, which is the temporary modifier. And then temporary modifiers. An adult died. So what do we... What do these modifiers do? Is there anything we do to get benefits out of them? I don't know, but we'll look at this. First death. Okay. So we open our book of laws because we had our first death. And we can do a cemetery, which is a new building. Cemetery. Hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease from unburied. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. We will have to establish a cemetery. New building, snow pit. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. What? You will have to dig a snow pit. Hope will fall slightly and discontent will rise. We got to do cemetery, right? We gotta put people to rest, and we gotta put them to rest in the proper way. So where is that at? Tech. So it's under people. It's only 10 wood. That's like a no-brainer. I feel like that's a no-brainer. Let's put it. Look, I'm not trying to be too morbid, but we're putting it right behind the hospital. And now, hopefully, we're gonna complete this dang thing right here. We just want our scouts to go find people, so we're gonna fast forward again and let our people keep working, keep doing their thing, and we'll have a good time. Our scouts have reached places and things. So how do we collect it? Explore. A happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the diving snow. A choir of excited voices welcomes us. Thank God you found us. We have been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon, we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Sites discovered, crash site and sturdy shelter. And we have, what is it? Scouts will set out towards our city and bring the survivors quickly and safely with them. Survivors will set out towards our city on their own. It will take longer, and some of them may die. We want them as soon as we possibly can, so let's escort them to the city. We only got 5 hours till we get more people. Woo! We're gonna have to build some more houses, but we got the we got the stuff to do it. So we're just gonna keep chugging along and doing our things. Our scouts have returned. We got, looks like 9 engineers, 4 children, and 22 workers. That should be enough for us to fill all the extra stuff that we got. Oh, another cutscene. I love cutscenes. You guys know me. I love the cutscenes. Oofta doofta. People from our convoy. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. And you know what, team? I feel like that's a really good spot to stop. I know we haven't completed the first scenario or the first mission or whatever, but we've gotten a lot of progress. We're getting very close to having things set up in such a way where we can have automated coal which would be at 560 a workday if we do full efficiency. That's insane. That's way more than we could ever use. And by the time we get moving and need to use more than that, we'll be golden. So with all that said and done, let me know what you guys think of the game down in the comment section below. Let me know if you have tricks or tips on how to play it. And I don't know, I'm enjoying it. It's kind of fun. It's fun to actually record games that I stereotypically would play in my free time and bring you guys along on that journey. As stated, we're currently still working on some things for our infraspace. We're gonna get the choo-choo trains, and we're gonna gather lots of things. But that's for another time. I've rambled on for quite long enough. Remember, like and comment, subscribe. Great tools for you to get in touch with me. Let me know what you liked, didn't like, and what you want to see next. Without further ado, I'm gonna share my filthy old cake hole. But remember, I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Toodles. Whoosh.